Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got the 2023 F39 chassis X2 X-Drive 28i. It is finished in San Remo Green metallic, a color which first appeared on the 4 Series, and is now making its way across other BMWs, including the M5. So we have an M5 in San Remo Green on the way. This one is also a special edition X2 called GoldPlay. Not Coldplay, GoldPlay. And it's got some interesting upgrades to the X2. Basically all styling wise. There's no performance gains on this one. So it's powered by the inline 4-cylinder B48, 228 horsepower, 258 torques. So not exactly the most potent engine, but it's capable. That's about as much as I can say about the detuned B48. But we got the premium package on here. You can see we have the full adaptive LED headlights with those nice Coronas. Very good shape. We also have active cruise control on this one. And this is the most dated BMW that we have currently being produced. We'll show more. We'll talk more about that when we get inside. So over on the side, these are the wheels that come with the GoldPlay edition. They are style 919M. They are aerodynamic wheels. You can see some of those sort of spoke things going on here that you will also see on the i4. Little gold, little emblem as well on the wheel. Now, this is something I haven't seen on a US spec car in quite some time. An M fender badge. It used to be on the M235 when it first came out, 2014 or so, then basically disappeared from the US market. It's a standard thing on the rest of the world, basically Europe market. With the M Sport packages, you can get those fender badges. Taking San Remo Green, another nice touch back here. Homage to the CSL, if you want to think of it that way. Next to the Hofmeister kink, got the badging there on the side, which is unique, at least in the BMW lineup currently. Also got satin aluminum roof rails, providing a little interesting contrast with the San Remo Green metallic paint. Out back, so the one thing I like about this one is the handle for the trunk. Actually, it's basically the roundel. So we still have kick to close on 2023, so that's going to be unusual. A hands-free tailgate is still available, or at least it is available. Don't know how long that's going to last. I've seen rumors of it coming back. We'll have to wait and see. But San Remo Green is a very good green. It's very dark, metallic flaking, of course. Brings out different hues and tones of the green paint. And it's good to see green making its way across the lineup. Of course, you also have Isle of Man green on the M3, M4, and I believe also the M8 now. All right, so let's take a look at the inside and go over these really interesting details. So, opening up, we've got black Dakota leather. If you want to think of it as gold contrast stitching, all in the interior. So on the door card, up on the dashboard, as well as the seats. So these are M Sport seats. Got these little interesting details. So the stitching there, plus the piping. Very great details here. Even stitching in the middle of the seat there too. And on the console, in the middle, storage area. Stitching continues down here across the dashboard, and some interesting colors on the trim. So it only appears right here on the dashboard, so it doesn't extend to the door cards, unfortunately. But I think very nice touches, making for a more modern feel for the interior, given that we're still running iDrive 6 in this thing. It's your interim panel, faux LED, is basically backlit. So most dated interior of any current BMW. So I don't know if it's going to make it to the a second generation. But I imagine that would have iDrive 8 like its X1 brother. But that's going to be for at least 2024 model, which will be in production sometime in March. All right, so talking about pricing. So starting price of the X2 xDrive 28i, $38,600. $43.50 for the GoldPlay edition, which includes the paint as well as the Dakota leather with the contrast stitching. Premium package for the $1,400. And your GoldPlay edition includes all these things here. So got the wheels, the dark graphite marble trim. So that's what this is, dark graphite marble trim. So very interesting detail this one. But a unique interior trim for the X2 with this package. So you got your M Sport suspension as well as a steering wheel, sport front seats, so the Shadowline exterior trim and anthracite headline. I'll show that in a second. Moving down the list, we've got the roof rails in satin aluminum for $250, $1,000 for the ACC stop and go, $200 for the parking assistant, which doesn't have cameras, so I'll show that to you as well. Plus some other accessories here. All told, MSRP for this example, $47,200. So not too bad. So parking assistant. All you have is sensors. It will also self-park for this vehicle. Let me put this into drive. You can see the parking symbols hopefully coming up. Maybe not. All right, so trust me on that one. But real data, so you can't even get blind spot detection on the X2 or the X1, but the new X1 will have it standard, not on the X2, not even available as an option. The steering wheel, basically reminiscent of the F87 M2 as well as M3, M4 from the previous generation. A very nice steering wheel. Here's your controls for active cruise control, so a lot different than what you see on iDrive 7 capable vehicles. So turn it on, set the speed, and here's get closer, get further away from the car in front of me. So that's how it's implemented with iDrive 6. Very, I think, rare. You'll see those optional on iDrive 6 vehicles. All right, let's take a look at the rest of the car. All right, so I just noticed that we've also got on the door sill, just edition. I don't see why couldn't you put GoldPlay edition, but I'm not running the show here. Oops. All right, so looking in the back seat, again, that contrast stitching shows up again, and some nice details on the rear seats with the M stripes as well. Very, very nice touching with all the contrast stitching for this GoldPlay edition. It looks great. I'm glad BMW does do these things from time to time. All right, so we're looking at the trunk. So here's what you get. I mean, not a huge trunk. There's a little storage space underneath the floor. So not bad, not huge, but okay. All right, we'll take one more walk around San Remo Green Metallic, which is great in the sun. I'll show you a little bit more of the satin aluminum trim up here for the roof rails. Nice contrast. You got San Remo out of direct sunlight, basically a very dark green. And then in sunlight, the flaking brings out different tones and shades of green. Glad BMW is making some great greens. And they've basically disappeared since maybe the 90s, I want to say. But that's it for a quick tour around our X2 GoldPlay edition. And we'll see you at the next video.